Ladies, and this is the feature attraction of the evening. The best
is disqualified. Ooh. Slammed him into
mercifully with his headlock. Look out. Oh.
And Brody just going berserk here on
Johnny, look at this. Fans, there's no mistaking Billy Graham.
Getting the heck out of Dodge. And they tanned Ric Flair.
I want you and everyone listening in to know one thing. That if they ever made another guy better than me, he hasn't been made.
Fine. Nice tackle by Flair. Put Steamboat down. Good movement by Steamboat. Great leap from. And what a top. And the champion of the world on the
Head was the dead.
Oh, come on now.
Might have hurt his leg a little bit there.
A referee stands stubborn.
Oh! Billy plays that fight though.
Go into the ring when Roddy Piper Doc Conwell wants to go into the ring, Mr. Announcer. Right.
Here comes Koloff off the ropes. Look at the power.
Oh, he hit the back of his head. Oh! That is, to a nicer guy, it couldn't happen.
Ladies and gentlemen, this match for the UWF Tag Team titles. In the ring at this time, that's two from Hot Stuff International, weighing 230 pounds, from every girl's dream, Eddie Hot Stuff Gilbert. And at 250 pounds, from every man's nightmare, Sting.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jim Ross back with you here, and I'm joined by the one and only Michael P.S. Hayes. I guess we've been partying with Buddy, huh?
That's right, baby, the new television champion, the man that screens all competition to the only champion, Cherry Bam Bam Gordy. And Pure Sexy's here because I want to see this title match. I believe that Sting and Eddie Gilbert got ripped off at WrestleFest.
Speaking of ripped off, we saw right here on the monitor the replay of Buddy Jack Roberts and with a double handful of tights pulling Terry Taylor's tie. And it's documented, Michael. So let's not try to invade the point. It's documented.
It's documented by Joe Watts that you do not reverse decisions.
That's right. I'm not debating that point.
All right. Buddy's a champion. That's the point. My brother is the champion, and I am Purely Sexy. Let's go to the ring.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're waiting on the arrival of Tommy Rogers and Bobby Fulton, the Fantastics. There they are, and they will be in the ring in just a few moments. They'll be in all over the area. Springfield, Missouri, Wichita, Kansas City, Midland, Chaparral Center in Midland. Beautiful facility there. Lubbock, Texas, Joplin, Missouri, Amarillo, Texas, and the big one on October the 19th, Michael, back in your stomping grounds.
That's right, baby.
I don't know how welcome you're going to be, though, at the Cowtown Coliseum.
At the Cowtown Coliseum, Billy Bob's Fort Worth, Texas, the national TV tapings. And I'm ready, and I know the Metroplex is ready.
Cowboys like you there in Fort Worth?
Hey, baby, the Freebirds have walked all over the Metroplex since 1982, and it ain't gonna be no different on October 19th.
A lot of those Cowboys a lot of them kind of like Bam Bam, but I've heard a few stories about you and the Cowboys.
Hey.
We'll clarify
Let me tell you, I'll put it to you like my brother, the champ, says.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing with four wheels he can't drive, and ain't nothing with four legs he can't ride, and we gonna ride everybody at that Cowtown Coliseum.
Right next to Billy Bob's, world's largest honky-tonk, and this match is the rematch. First time on television, first rematch. Fantastic. Won the UWF Tag titles at WrestleFest 86 in Tulsa on September 27th.
And listen to the crowd.
Ladies and gentlemen, entering the ring, the current UWF.
Oh, go ahead and brag about it, why don't you? He really makes me sick, little puke.
The fans there at Barton Coliseum.
Oh, wait a minute. I see John Tatum and Jack Victory. Hollywood and Jack Victory on the way to the ring.
They are indeed on the way to the ring.
You see what happened at the beginning of the show at the closing moments of their brawl from last week. This thing might not even get started.
Might not even get started right here. Let's.
I still can't understand they're fighting about it. This is all over abroad, man. This is all over abroad. It's ridiculous. I said it last week. There's thousands of them out there. Why fight over one?
off and listen to me for a second.
Well, he's not very friendly ground.
It's quite obvious to see by the way you two walked in this ring that we're the only two sharp-dressed men in America today. I know, Mr. Referee, I'll get out of your way in just a second. I'm out here and I'm going to say my piece.
I don't know if I'd run my mouth. Neither of them like them.
You wouldn't have a chance at this title if it wasn't for me, little Eddie Gilbert. You know that? And you get back, Crayola face.
He might be barking up the wrong tree.
I'm going to get out of your way and let both of y'all two teams beat the hell out of each other here in just a second. But I want both of y'all to know something. Jack Victory and I have signed a title match to the winner. Whichever one of y'all win, we get them immediately. No more matches. You won't get to wrestle them again. You won't get to wrestle them again. It'll be us. It'll be us.
Well, I guess they've obviously signed to meet the winners.
You know what? I kind of hope you win, because I'm going to enjoy kicking your butt, boy.
Well,
there it goes. It's all back around the Missy Hyatt and Hot Stuff International collaboration.
I wish they'd get out of the ring so we can start the match.
Really, this is a title match. If they know they've got the winners, then say their piece, get gone.
I can't believe you, Michael. You disagreed with me. You just agreed with me on a point.
Well, this is a title match.
Mark that down, fans. Michael Hayes agreed with me on 1 point.
Well, here they go. I see that.
They're going to expend a lot of energy that they're going to need, I'll tell you that, if they're not careful. We got 2 rings sitting side by side. Later tonight, the big 2-ring battle royal. The fans at home will not be able to see that. It will not be televised. The fans here at Barton Coliseum in the state capital of Little Rock, Arkansas, will see that big battle royal.
You know what else took me a while to get here? I was out on the midway, and the girls were just mobbing me everywhere, man.
Well, we are during the, I don't know, okay. We are in the midst of the Arkansas State Fair. Very festive mood here.
They wanted me to sell kisses for $100 a pop. Can you believe that?
How much?
I was that cheap.
How much money did you make?
I didn't do it. I'm not a cheap thing, man.
All right.
Not like some of these sleazes around here, like Dark Journey. They're going to fisticuffs right away. The point I was making was this is a title match, and there should be no interference. There's never any interference when my brother puts up the championship.
Of course
not.
I
think everybody should be entitled to the same respect.
Boy, you're a humanitarian all of a sudden.
Hey.
Maybe there's a change of heart here, Michael, but probably not.
Probably not.
Side headlock by Bobby Fulton on Eddie Gilbert.
Backs him into the ropes. There he goes. Went for a hip toss, reversed by Fulton. Body slam. Fulton is moving another body slam. Good arm drag. There's a good teamwork that's made him champions twice, 2 or 3 times now. Keeping a fresh man in, and they've got the arm going. They're going to stay with it. There's the arm drag twist.
There's a tag.
Smart. Good arm drag. Take the big man right down, and he's about your same size. I've said it before. I'll say it again. Once the guy's on the mat, they're all the same size. Now he better keep him down.
The man that Hollywood Tatum referred to as Crayola Face, Sting.
He just may pay for that comment later in the Battle Royal tonight.
You better believe it. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have to take a commercial break. Time out here in just a second for a commercial break. And we'll be back with more UWF action. We'll keep the cameras rolling, and you won't miss a thing. And we'll be right back after this very brief timeout. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Universal Wrestling Federation. It has been all fantastic since we left you just a few moments ago.
It definitely has. It started out with that arm drag twist, and they are rocking and rolling. Of course, not like the Freebirds, but they are cooking. They've definitely had the pace of this match set from the beginning their way, what they like, fast and furious. A lot of movement. What a drop kick.
Woo-hoo, what a drop kick. Rogers in the lights on that one. Well, he's got a beautiful drop kick.
And good strength, too, to pick up a man like that. He hooked the leg. Good move. He hooked the leg, did not get the pin. It's not the size of the man in the fight, it's the size of the fight in the man, and this obviously shows it with these boys. Quick tags, keeping a fresh man in there. Up. Sting went to nail him. Fulton with the block.
Well, they're controlling this, Michael. They've controlled the tempo just from the time we heard the bell, from the outset, man, they have been on the offensive.
There goes Eddie Gilbert up the top, and he got him. I can't help but wonder if Tatum and Victory hadn't been on Gilbert and Sting's mind from the beginning and maybe had him confused, and the Fantastics took advantage of that. Look at that big size 13 planted in that chest. Gilbert, the smashing elbow.
Remember, ladies and gentlemen, this match was signed for a no disqualification match where falls count in either ring. That's why we're coming off the top rope. We got both rings. That's the Universal Wrestling Federation style. We let it all out.
That's it, baby. Hey, they can count if he starts choking him, but they can't make him stop it. What a boot! Another boot. Fulton firing back. Good right hand. Here comes Gilbert. And he answers with the right hand. I think Gilbert senses victory here. He knows they've got him going and shoots him through.
Outside he is. Boom! Right into the steel post.
Boy, he did. He banged him in there, and that'd normally be a call for disqualification. I think Fulton was trying to block it, but Sting's just too strong and still drove him in there.
And no doubt he is injured there. Now this could be the turning point in the match. This could be the turning point right here. Because he's in a daze and he's got to get back in the ring. He's the legal man in the ring.
Well, there you saw Carl Fergie counting him. Looks like he might be lacerated. Good body slam by Gilbert. Now he's giving him to his animal, Sting. Every man's nightmare.
Ooh.
Whoa, wait for a splash and Fulton pulled up the knees.
Sting.
Right in the abdominal area. That has got to hurt.
He's got to make the tag and make it now.
He made it. Here comes Tommy Rogers. Good clothesline.
Ooh, drop kick.
Good hand. Right hand. Boom, another one. He's on fire. Another drop kick. What speed. Couple of jabs. Whoa, wait a minute. He hit them ropes and Gilbert tried to pull him over the top. He caught his balance. Gilbert got him anyway. He's pulled him outside and posted Tommy Rogers.
Remember, it's no disqualification for the championship and falls count in either ring. And you're seeing it first right here on the Universal Wrestling Federation.
I'll tell you what, Eddie Gilbert is using every bit of offensive weapon that you can't use in a regular match in this no DQ.
He's desperate.
He's come off the top twice. He's posted men, him and Sting. Now a double suplex, it looks like. Yes.
Maybe he thinks if he wins the title, Michael Missy will come back to him.
I don't know. She loves winners. She's always stated that from the beginning. He ain't got the leg hook. Here comes Bobby Fulton with the save. Now that would also be a normal disqualification under normal rules.
The Fantastics are bloody. They've been battered the last few moments, and their titles hang in the balance here on the Universal Wrestling Federation.
They go to shoot them together. They hook arms. Went for a punch. He ducked it. And Tommy Rogers slipped under with a sunset. That's it. Was that a 3 count or did Sting stop it?
He got it. He got the 3 count. That was lightning.
I'm not sure.
They're battered. They're bloody. They may be bruised, but they're still the champions here on the Universal Wrestling Federation. Now next week right here, the big championship, the UWF Heavyweight Championship on the line right here next week. Terry Gordy and Dr. Steve Williams, Michael.
That's right, and this will answer it. Terry beat him last time and showed his shoulders was up. Also, another thing I wanted to mention. I hear the gentleman, Chris Adams, has come here, started running his mouth. He knows where the big leagues is, and he got a foot right in it.
Well, he'll be back here next week. We'll have a new UWF Top 10 next week, and the big one right here on television for the Heavyweight Championship. You'll see it all right here next week.
And my brother's the champ and Buddy's #1.
Ladies and gentlemen, for Michael P.S. Hayes, I'm Jim Ross signing off from Barton Coliseum. We'll see you next week right here on the Universal Wrestling Federation.
Ladies and this is the feature attraction of the evening. The best
is disqualified. Ooh. Slammed him into
mercifully with his headlock. Look out. Oh.
And Brody just going berserk here on
Johnny, look at this. Fans are there's no mistaking Billy Graham.
Getting the heck out of Dodge. And the tanned Ric Flair.
I want you and everyone listening in to know one thing, that if they ever made another guy better than me, he hasn't been made.
Fine. Nice tackle by Flair. Put Steamboat down. Good movement by Steamboat. Great leap from. And what a chop. And the champion of the world on the head was the tag. Oh, come on now.
Might have hurt his leg a little bit there.
A referee stands stubborn.
Till he plays that fight
Go into the ring when Roddy Piper Doc Conwell wants to go into the ring, Mr. America. Right.
Here comes Koloff over the ropes. Look at the power. Oh, he hit the back of his hip. Oh!
And that is, to a nicer guy, it couldn't happen.